I have a small story time before we get started. Because I think I'm going to be a just chatting streamer for the first like 10 seconds of me existing on the start of the streams before I go all lock-in mode or whatever. I have a small story time. Also, take it easy, Oberon. Thanks for stopping by. Where do I start this story? I have a small story time. Okay, so today, I went on a hike. But before I went on a hike, I had to be born. I'm going to skip a few chapters here and just jump to the part where I had to wake up this morning to get on a train to go for the hike. I wake up this morning. I sleep through my first alarm, but that's okay because I know myself. I know that I always need to set a second emergency contingent alarm. So I set my second emergency contingent alarm. That one wakes me up. No problem. I get ready, but because I'm on my second alarm timing, I'm a little bit late to get out the door. But that's not a big deal. I budgeted extra time for myself because I know I'm an idiot and I am late to everything all the time forever. So I planned that my actual time I had to be there was 15 minutes before I actually needed to be there to have extra time because I'm going to be a late idiot baby. And that mental hack works on my brain just fine. So I start walking to the station to meet with my friend. We're going to meet at a station together. And then we're going to get on the train together, go to the mountain together, and then we're going to meet up with other friends once we get there. So I'm walking to my station. And I've been to this. It's like the station by my house. I don't go to it all that often because I normally go to one of the JR stations. But this is a smaller station by my house. And for whatever reason, I put the station into my phone, even though I know how to get there. But I was kind of rushing because I was late and I was just panicky. So I put it into my phone. And my phone goes, you walk out of your apartment, you take a left, and you go straight. And I start walking that way, and I'm like, this doesn't seem right. Why would it tell me to go straight? I need to go diagonally, southwest to get to this station. Not just west. I need to go southwest. So I'm like, idiot phone. I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to go southwest, not just west. So I start going southwest, and in my head, I'm like, why would my maps tell me the wrong road the whole time? That's so weird. What a weird glitch that Google Maps is having to tell me to go to the wrong spot on the map. Whatever. Maybe it's a GPS, but I'm gonna go along with my day. I have about 10 minutes before I need to meet with my friend, and I'm getting close to the station. So I'm like, okay, since we're going hiking, I'm gonna pop into the convenience and grab a water and some snacks for the trail or whatever. That takes about 5 minutes. I walk in, I grab my stuff. I'm literally kitty corner to the station now. I have 5 minutes left before I need to get on the train. I literally have to walk into the building, swipe my card, and then I'm on the train. And then, when I go to cross the street to get to the station, I notice something. The street is no longer a street. It doesn't serve its function in the world as a thing for pedestrians. You see, dear viewers, today there was a marathon that crosses right in front of my fucking station. And because there's people running a marathon, I can't cross the street to get to the station. And let me reiterate, I have about 5 minutes left. The reason Google Maps told me to go west instead of southwest was because if you went just west, there was another entrance you could have used that's like more north to get into the building. But it's like a super long underground thing or whatever. And so I'm like, dude, I need to cross this road, like now. And like, I'm not gonna do it, but in my head I was like if I just jumped the barrier and sprinted across, like, would anybody... I'm a runner, like, I'm sure they would vibe with it. I didn't do that. Instead, I go and ask one of the people running the event. I was like, hey, I need to get to that station. How do I cross this street, like, immediately? And she's explaining it to me, and I don't think she understood, like, the urgency of the situation, which is fine, because I probably didn't explain it very well, but she's, like, going into great detail. She's like, you go right down to this road here, and then you can go into the underpass. The underpass actually connects the two train stations together, so you can go to that underpass where the blue sign is, or if you want, if it's more convenient, you can go one, like, thing past that to go to a different intersection, if that's better. I'm like, trying to, like, skip the dial. I'm like, skip. Like, how do I get there? How do I get there? So I hear like the, okay, go on to the other pass. Like, what kind of pass? What kind of pass? What kind of pass? Hi. I'm so sorry. Like, skip, go. So I let her like finish her thing or whatever, and then I have to just fucking full send this shit because it's at the other end of the road where I was originally going from Google Maps. I swear to God, I'm clocking the same speed as the marathon runners in my hiking gear, just full tilt, absolutely like sky gray ballistic missile down this road. I get into the underpass. I literally just like jump the entire stairs, like just using the railing, like some parkour shit. Get down into the underpass, run under the road, pop up on the other side, run through the station. I'm sure I knocked over like 15 ladies in their like walkers or whatever, like basically jumped over the turnstile, no like Suika needed. I do all of this and I get to the train as it's pulling up to the station. And my friend's already like waiting for me. She actually was calling me like 3 or 4 times in a row. And I was like, I got there, I just like super panicked. And I just barely made the train. But then I was like absolutely drenched in sweat and just like a gross little human being or whatever. But whatever. I got on the train. I got to go hiking with my friends and it was great. One thing about this crazy morning that I've had is that I didn't really eat a lot of food before I left. Which is a bit of a problem because you need to eat food to like make your body go. That's like how it works. And so I have like snacks or whatever, and we get a little bit of food before we like head up the mountain. And I'm feeling like perfectly fine up until about like 4 p.m. And all of a sudden, like everything in my life just doesn't make sense anymore. I'm like super tired and groggy and sluggish because I have no food in my body. And I'm like falling asleep as we're like walking around because I didn't get much sleep last night either because I had to wake up early to get this train that I almost didn't get anyways. I'm super tired. And I'm normally not that tired from hiking because it's just, you literally just walk, idiot. But whatever. So we have a great time anyways. We take lots of pictures. Everything's great. But then I'm like, okay, we're starting to go home. We're like, do we want to grab food on the way home? I was like, I don't know. I'm feeling really tired. I think I'm just going to go home and take a nap or something. My friends were like, no, you should come get food with us. You should come get food. I was like, okay, alrighty, fine. So we go and get food. And I guess I'd been drinking a lot of coffee to like keep myself going all day. And I guess I didn't realize how little food was in my body. Because we get to the restaurant place and we order. And I just get like a regular ramen or whatever. And the minute the food hits like my tongue, all of the neurons that like are like the reward chemicals in my brain just fucking fireworks. All of a sudden, this food, I'm not like starving myself. I don't know why this is happening. The food in the ramen bowl tastes as if like the nectar of the gods is dribbling directly into my mouth. This was it has to have been the best ramen I've ever had in my life. And my friends told me it was just fine ramen. I don't believe them. It was literally the greatest food ever put onto this planet. Now I'm normally a very, very, very slow eater. I'm normally like the last person to finish, I swear to God, like 7 minutes, that whole thing was gone. Like, you ever see in the anime when people literally just like eat the entire bowl worth of ramen? That was me. I went fucking primal mode as if my only mission in life was to turn ramen in the bowl into ramen in my stomach. And it was amazing. But here's the problem. If you are a person who normally eats very slow, I feel like your body gets used to slow eating version of you, right? Where like your food's like all chewed and digestible and in a state where it can stay in your stomach or whatever. And so I feel very awake after my ramen. I feel very good, very full of energy. We get on the train to go home. I take a little nap on the train because it's a train. It happens. I get home. I'm still full of energy. I'm feeling great. I build my couch that got here yesterday. So I went total IKEA mode. My couch is now assembled behind me, mostly. Everything's great. And then all of a sudden, it all hits at once. And my body's like, hey, you know the ramen you ate earlier? The thing is, you did not properly put that into a state where it is agreeable with your stomach. And in the span of like 5 seconds, I went from like, yeah, I'm building a couch to like, the button has been pressed. The food is coming back. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck, dude. So I like run into my bathroom and I'm like, I don't feel good at all. Like I can feel like my, the feeling you get before you throw up and like my mouth is like watering and I'm like, oh no, dude, I'm so sorry, ramen gods. I didn't mean to insult you like this. And I open my phone and like in my last minute of desperation, I type into Google, I think I'm going to throw up. What should I do? Space Reddit. And the top comment is if you feel nauseous, smell some isopropyl alcohol. And I'm like, I'm already like on the floor of my bathroom. Like my fate, I think, is sealed. Let me give it a shot. So I open my like cupboard. I take out some like alcohol wipes, which have isopropyl alcohol in them. I give them a big old whiff, and I'm cured. It was like everything was solved. It came back like 7 minutes later, but by that time I already had honey and tea. So, more or less, why does it work? I got no fucking idea, and I'm not looking into it, because if it's placebo, I don't care. I'm keeping it. It is a miracle drug. I have solved cancer if cancer was feeling sick from eating too fast. It's insane. So, that's why I said I don't think I'm going to stream, because I sent that message when I was like laying on the floor of my bathroom, and now that it's been like 45 minutes, I still don't feel like 100%. Like I still feel a little nauseous in there, but it's not like emergency mode. So if I disappear for a little bit, that's probably why. But I got my tea now. I got some chamomile tea and some peppermint in there. I've got some honey in the tea as well. I'm chilling. It's all okay. Does it still work if you know it's placebo? I'm not fact checking it. I don't care. I don't care to know if it works or not. I'm keeping this hack for the rest of my life. Might as well smell the marker. You consider that you felt sick from overeating and then doing lots of physical work? I think it was just the overeating, because I think I was like already exhausted from climbing. I got very tired today. I hung out with people on Friday, and then on Saturday I went out and hung out with my friends and like rock climbed and all that. Also on Friday I went for a run. Saturday, which is the only day of the week I don't work out, is Sunday. I went and hung out with my friend, and I normally reserve Sundays as like I'm not allowed to leave my house day, because otherwise I'll just die. And I was like, well, my friend's in town just this once, I'll go hang out with him. And it hit me like today I just crashed out energy wise, dude. It was so bad. So I'm feeling like okay now. I think I'm probably gonna take tomorrow off from climbing. I probably won't work out tomorrow because I need a day where I don't move. My body is like screaming. My feet hurt so bad from all the running and climbing and stuff. Yeah. How much did we hike? Today, actually not very much at all, but it's really humid and hot today. So it was kind of like, it wasn't exhausting per se. It just was a lot because I had already stacked on I ran like 30 kilometers this week already. And so like hiking an extra 10 or whatever was kind of just the nail in the coffin for me a little bit, but Where do we go hiking? We usually go hiking in the mountains. This one was near Mitake-san, which is like, it's the mountains near Tokyo. They're not massive mountains. They're not like the biggest ones ever. They're fun though. That's cool. 30K is mad impressive. I mean, it's over 3 days, so it's not it's not as impressive. But yeah, I usually run about 30K a week, which is why I like treat Sundays so sacred. Like, well, someone should make a religion out of that. But like, that's why normally I don't leave my house on Sundays. Like, I rock climb 3 times a week, and then I run like 30 km a week. And so I have one day where my body's allowed to recharge. And this week I was like, I can push it. I should not have pushed it. And then now I want to throw up. So there you go. It is what it is. Yeah, sorry for playing with everyone's hearts with the no stream. Just kidding, there is a stream. I feel better now, so I can stream. There you go. As for what we're going to work on today, great question. Thanks for asking. And thanks for listening to my my little story. I had a good time hiking. It was super fun hanging with my friends. I had a really great time, so not too bad there. Yeah. I apologize, I would have been first, like always. My bad. I'm like very tired, so I don't know how much we're gonna get done today, to be honest. And if I get too tired, I might just call it and go like to sleep early, or just go chill out on my mostly newly assembled couch or something like that. So we'll see how far I get, but yeah. Never just anything you ever say again. That's fair. Shouldn't have done it in the first place, bozo. Got him. I'm exclusively watching Cobalt now. Honestly, good choice. Not a bad, do I have a bed? Yes, I have a bed. I want to sit on the couch because I just built the couch. You sleep on the floor? I did when I first moved to Japan, which is a funny story. I did sleep on the floor for like 3 nights in a row, but I don't recommend that, by the way. It was probably the worst sleep of my life. I woke up like every 45 minutes. My back hurt? Yeah. Okay, so I just thought in Japan everyone slept on a futon. So when I first moved to Japan, I just got a futon and just put it on the floor. And then I was like, wait, this doesn't seem right. And then I realized people sleep on the futon when they have like the tatami mats, not just like on hardwood floor in general. I thought futons had some like magical property that meant that they weren't absolutely dog shit on like just a hardwood floor. They don't work on that. You need like the softer floor underneath. So then I bought a bed, but it didn't arrive for a couple days. So I just was, I mean, what else am I gonna do? I guess I can maybe could have done like a capsule hotel or something. Slept on a mattress without a bed for a couple months simply because I was too lazy to buy it and build a bed. I mean, I slept on an air mattress for like 2 months when I first moved to Texas because I had no money to buy a real bed. So I get it. I've been there. I could barely afford my apartment and I didn't have any extra money to buy a bed. Then my job paid me, and so then I had money for a bed, which was really nice. But I don't know why my job didn't pay me for the first 2 months. I mean, they paid me for the month. It's like they pay you for the month, but they pay you at the end of the month for the previous month. So I didn't get paid till 2 months into the, you know what I'm saying. Should I buy a house with a tatami, not a bed? I think when I move next, I'm gonna buy a house. I think the next time I move, I'm gonna buy a house. I might not be able to because I don't have PR yet. So I don't exactly know how that works. I'm gonna look into it, but I think I'm gonna move to a house because interest rates in Japan are really cheap, and houses are not cheap, but definitely affordable. And I would rather like be paying towards a mortgage than be paying rent. So I think it might be time for Sky Gray House Arc. It'd also just be nice because then I don't have to worry about like annoying the shit out of my neighbors with my 2 a.m. streams or whatever. And I can also like play Sound Voltex guilt free, which would be nice. Yeah, I think I might go house next. Yeah, I think it just makes more financial sense currently to go house. I just don't know if I'm able to with my current. I mean, I sort of can with my current visa. I just don't have like a history yet, which is not great. You scream at the top of your lungs. I don't know if I can do that, but gradual transformation into a landlord. I'd sooner just die. That's a moral threshold I'm just not allowed to cross, I think, in my lifetime. Okay, what are we working on? On-hit visuals, some background score, parallax background, shot SFX, hit SFX, gate FX. I'm gonna look at the SFX and give you feedback right now. So I'm gonna do SFX feedback and then do these 3 things, and then we're gonna release. So I'm gonna do the on-hit visual. Let me listen to the feedback or the SFX first. I'm gonna do the on-hit visuals, and then hopefully get the itch version out today. There you go. All right, but I am gonna lock in because I prefer the locked in streams, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna say locked in. What time can we go till? It's already 11:30, but we're gonna go until. I normally do 45 minutes. If it's 11:30, we're gonna go to 12:15, I guess. Boop, boop. 12:15. Is it AM like that? 12:15 JST. Working on hit visuals. There you go. Okay. Cool. All right. I'll see you on the other side.
Just how long you'll be falling time. Don't mind the pain. In the head might be some more straight. You're not alone. Now you're all just break away. Even if it's tough and I thought, you know you're still inside my heart. So life is hard. You open up your head. Wish you were mine, but I'm totally happy inside. I don't know when I see the game, it went away. I don't know when I see the game, it went away.
Nerd.
leave. Brand new days come and go. So we feel the time simply for eternity. Slowly passing over top, it's also too big a given time. What you do to win a best team. Even if I take a foot, I'll be done. It's our time for both. I know that I will become. So glad to be wise and beautified. I can rely on how we want. So I can be perfect, it will be worth it. I can be trying, I'm trying. With all the distance, I'll make a difference. Even the sins will never stop me. All the time, this life will find a new beginning. In time. So don't feel to be fighter, because we fighter. I can be right, won't have it one. So I can be perfect, keep it divorces. I keep it trying, and trying. I should just stay louder, fight to be harder. I'll be the one, I'm undefeated. Can't feel it harder, I love the world, I love person. I feel it, and I'm strong, I'm going further. No, I'll do it, feel the darkness. I can fly beyond the distant new horizon forever. Now I'm breaking through the tentacles. Set aside my job, no need to take. I'll be waiting through.
Voice jump scare. Misaka, hello! How did the rest of your stream go? Wait, did you time this perfectly? You're a fucking temporal genius. What have you done? It's literally perfect timing. Well done. All right, it's yapping time. So, I mean, welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're streaming well, Misaka. Quick introduction, because I think people do that, I guess. Hi, I'm making Mobile Slop. I would like to take everyone here on a little story. Okay, we're gonna go down memory lane a little bit. So there I was, minding my own business. When I'm like on Instagram or YouTube, whatever, right? And I see a game that looks honestly kind of fun. And I knew it was kind of like Mobile Slop, whatever. But I was like, you know what? I think I'd play something like this. And maybe you've seen it before too. It looks a little bit something like this, right? You got like, I don't know what, that's creeping me out. It wasn't this game exactly, but it was something similar. Basically, you have a game where things come down a lane and just shoot them. And there's gates that are like plus 10. You're like, I would personally love a plus 10. And then you watch like the idiot person playing the game walk through like the -2 gate instead. You're like, oh God, do you not know math? But anyways, so I'm like, okay, maybe when I'm on the bus, this could look fun. I don't know. Ray Trench, you could look up fun. Stream went okay though. Hey, that's good to hear. I'm glad I was watching the rasterization stuff. It looked like one of those things where like in my head it seems so simple, and then I think about it for more than like a 0.1 millisecond, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, this is the hardest thing ever of all time. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me go just check out this game, see what it is. So I go to ageoforigins.com. Age of Origins. Sorry, it's Age's Origins. And before I can even click to download the game, I don't own the game. It's not even on my phone yet. It's already asking me to go to the official website purchase center. The discounts are higher than in-game purchases. Yeah, I bet they are, because I can't buy the in-game purchases. I don't have the game. Everything's cheaper than the in-game purchases. They don't exist yet. They haven't been instanced into the world. But anyways, if you click this, you see go now, you can go to Age of Origins Payment Center, where if you click this for an amount option, you can get $999 for what normally is $11, but today, one time only, you can get $999 for only $10, which let me reiterate, I don't actually own the game yet. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, fucking whatever, sure, fine. And then you go to download the, look at this. Look, did you see how fun this looks? You go to download the game. You know what it actually is? You know what this game actually is? You want to see? You want to see what it, where did my other tab go? I'm doing a bit here. It's this. It's like Sim City nothing game with just ads and in-game purchases where you can buy $10 for the price of $11. So then I was like, okay, listen, if they don't want me to play their game, I'm a game developer. I could just, if they don't want me to play the Gates game, I could just make the Gates game. So I just made the Gates game. You could just go play the Gates game. It's just a fun, like, silly game. So I'm making this, and there's no ads. I'm just gonna throw it on the App Store. I'm not like putting a whole lot of effort into it, honestly. It's fine. It's fun. You go through the plus gates, you get more archers, and then you can shoot I did the idiot baby thing where I went through the wrong gate, but you can shoot stuff. It's kind of neat. You have this little timer at the top for when the boss spawns, because in the ad there's like a boss that spawns. So there you go. And then at the end, this big old guy spawns, and you get to like have like a little DPS check. He's even got like a little taunt animation, and then he like charges at you. You can like shoot everything. It's kind of neat, right? And then of course, because we're making a game in the Big 25, what would we be? What would I be as a game developer if I didn't give you a choice between 3 things on a set of cards? So that at the end of the level, you can like pick a thing to get some upgrades. So there you go. You can go play this. Not yet. It doesn't actually like exist yet or anything, but like soon it will. I actually think we might actually release today. And speaking of the background scroll, that's actually courtesy of someone who might be in this chat at this very moment. If you look at the credits here, it does thank a certain person, someone who may or may not have been streaming earlier. This video game actually video games? No way. Admittedly, on the main menu, I will add a link to my Patreon. So I know, guy who's like, I hate when games aren't games, and then puts his like link to pay for games that are free in his game that's free. I'm just as bad as everybody else. Let's just get it out of the way. We all understand it. Now you might be thinking, can I go to this Patreon right now and support you? No, it doesn't exist. Oh, it does exist, but you can't find it yet. Doesn't mean you can't put ads in it. I'm not gonna put ads in it because first of all, just using the ad package is annoying anyways, and second of all, like I hate ads in my stupid game. What does LTS mean? LTS means long-term support. Be sure to wishlist Gambit too. Mostly, I'm excited to move on from this game to my next game too. That is, I'm also very excited for that. I'm would like to play the. You found it? That's actually wait. Because I can't even find it when I Google it. If I Google Skygrade Patreon, look. If I Google Skygrade Patreon, the first person I get is not me. It's Sky. Hey, you, I'm Sky, not me. An AI content creator, which is like just, I don't know, like the most disgusting sentence I've ever personally heard. Because apparently that's a thing now. They're so quirky. And then if you like click on it, you get this pop-up that says, you're not allowed to be here, traveler. So that's not me. And then you have Megan Gray creating comics, which actually, that sounds pretty sick. I don't know who this is. Apparently, I'm also not allowed in there, so that's on me. And then this is me. Oh, and there's a Patreon link. No, it says under construction. It's impossible. You literally cannot find this page. Did a super spooky thing where I just typed in patreon.com/SkyGrayTV. Wait, does that work? Oh, I guess I did make it Skygray TV, huh? Oh. There you go. Well, I already have a post here too. It says begging from on the internet makes me feel really good about myself. Aha, cool, neat, awesome. So there you go. You can actually find it. There'll be a link to it in the game too at some point. Don't worry about it. That's my problem, not your problem. There you go. That's me. That's right. Even when I make a free game, I'm gonna sit here and beg for your money. I'm a terrible person. Does it affect your visa? Turns out it's totally fine. I talked to my work about it. Turns out it doesn't affect it at all as long as I'm within like 5 years of living in Japan. And when I get PR, it actually makes my life even easier. So, what about other names that work that way? What other names would work that? An interesting question. I had something else that I was gonna say, but I lost my train of thought. I don't remember. I bet a lot of like other ones you could probably no scope that way with just the name. Yeah. Easy to find if you go to the Patreon and then search for you there. That probably works too. Yeah. I don't know if there's too many Skygrade specifically on Patreon, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop self-promoting because it makes me feel icky. But yeah, so we're making this game. It's basically done. We're gonna release now, I think. I haven't done like sound effects yet or anything because I'm having someone help me with all of these. They're actually in the chat as well. Hello, Pyom. But I think, I don't know, how did the name Gate Scroller be? That's pretty good actually. Hold up. Yeah. Gate Scroller. There you go. Game has been named. Thank you. Yeah, I think everything's done. We're gonna do sound effects and music at some point, but I think I'm going to release this version and have people test it out if you want. Now I need to figure out how to get it up onto the App Store and itch and Android, which I actually don't know how to do off the top of my head, and I may need to. That's already not found. Hurtbox collision shape. What is this? Implicit ready node not found. Hurtbox collision shape. I don't. Do we even use this anywhere? I mean, we're not even using it. Yeah, I don't know how to get all of my stuff where I want it to go because I don't have an Android phone anymore. So I'm going to need. Oh, maybe I do it. I'm gonna need people to test the Android version, and my MacBook currently isn't turning on, so I will also need to have someone test the iOS version. But the itch version, I mean, at least I can test that. Android emulators? Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I'll have to figure a lot of that stuff out still. Wait, Pizza Hut box? Wait, did I? Oh, I spelled it Hut box? Whatever, it worked. The computer knows what I'm talking about. Names are just for... If I can read it, then... listen, I'm doing my best out here. There's two versions of Unity, 6.0 and 6.2. 6.0 is LTS and 6.2 is supported. I would say 6.2 probably. Names are all made up. You get me. You understand. Even Linux box, WageRoid is nice and works over containers without VMs. That might work too. There's probably lots of ways to get it to run on a phone. The thing is, like, I'm not... Getting an emulator to work probably isn't too bad. It's getting it, like, exported to work with the Android, like, to... I don't actually know how to get from, like, Godot project to an APK anymore. It's been a while since I've done that. Same with an iOS version. I don't quite remember how to do it. I think for iOS, you basically have to, like... export a like Xcode project and then import that into Xcode, and then from Xcode you can like make the app exist, and I can do that. I have another MacBook that I can use to do that, but I can't use that MacBook to actually like upload the project. Doesn't Windows 11 just run APKs? I am unfortunately on Windows 10, and I think it will be my last version of Windows. They're going to drop long-term support for Windows soon. I don't care. I'm going to keep using Windows 10. Windows 11 and we just don't get along. We see the world in a different way. So I think Windows 10 is my last version of Windows. Come to the Tux side. I think I don't know what version of Linux I will switch to. But I mean, I daily drive Ubuntu for like work and stuff. So I would probably just do that. The only thing is like... And I'm going to say something, and I need all of you to just understand and empathize. Okay? I'm going to say the sentence, games don't run as well on Linux. And what everyone is typing or about to type is, no, it's good now. You just have to, and you lose. When you say it's just as good, you lose. Because right now, on Windows, I click one button. I don't have to do anything else. There is no, so long as it's just click the button, and it works. So it's not just as easy, because it's just as easy once you install random bullshit. Sometimes, you do just click the button, and it just goes, and it's great. Sometimes you click the button and it's like, oh, no, you actually need to run this through Lutris. And then you try to run it through Lutris, and Lutris is like, oh, actually the version of your NVIDIA driver that I need to use for this game specifically is actually different than the one that I would use for everything else. So can you install this like extra little different spicy version and just have that sit alongside all the other versions, which all have the same fucking name, by the way, for some goddamn reason, couldn't like tag that shit or something. Anyways, and so it's like, okay, yeah, sure, Lutris, I'll do that so that I can play one game one time with my friends that they wanted to play for like 30 minutes. Let me spend 4 hours figuring out which version of this like some NVIDIA bullshit that you specifically need personally so that I can play this game while everyone's just waiting for me in a Discord call. I'm not like speaking from, I just like hypothetically, maybe that could happen. Yeah, Proton is great, like 80% of the time. 80% of the time, the game just runs. Here's something that's interesting. Lots of games will run just fine, and I don't think this is Linux's fault, but like Civ 5, if you play Civ 5 on Linux, it does this cool thing where sometimes it just stops the game. It goes, I don't want to run Civ 5 anymore. And to be fair, Civ 5 does that on Windows all the time too, but Linux, it's like every 35 minutes, which is just long enough that it's not annoying enough to fix it, but also like long enough that it does take me out of playing the game, because when I play Civ 5, it's not like a 5-minute thing, it's like a 14-hour experience or whatever. Linux fixed my League of Legends addiction. Checkmate. That's probably for the best. I'm getting back into League of Legends, and it's bad. I solo queued today, and I don't... That's just a bad sentence to come out of my mouth. But I enjoy League of Legends, and it's kind of getting popular here in Japan, so I'm testing the waters a little bit. Luckily, I don't have friends. That doesn't happen. I mean, it didn't happen to me. I just was. I heard it from like a friend or something. So it's not. It's not that big of a deal. I kind of don't want to release this game all of a sudden. Personally, my recommendation for most people is just to wait for Steam OS. Yeah, I can see that. The kernel level anti-cheat thing is also annoying because like I don't want to play games that have it, but at the same rate, it's in games that I like. And also, like, I know morally that kernel level anti-cheat is wrong, but like, I don't know if I care enough. Because like when the computer that I want to do for stuff I care about and the computer that I use for like running video games are like low-key different computers. So like if the kernel level anti-cheat's on the box that I use to run like League of Legends, I'm kind of like, nah, that's fine. Like nothing on there is worth my time protecting. Yeah. Remember Japan used to have good taste in games? I mean, they still do. The amount of like arcades that I have near me and like retro arcades and stuff is absurd. So it's okay. Japan is still cracked. It's just that Valorant is sort of falling off and it's spilling over into League of Legends. I think the League player base in Japan is like tripled in the last year or something, which is crazy. 6.2 or 6.0? Probably 6.2, but I don't use Unity, so I don't know. Maybe there are 2 games that I'm mildly interested in that don't run on Linux. Everything else I've tried is more or less works fine. Yeah, I think most stuff does work pretty fine, honestly. And like I wouldn't worry about it like too much if it's I wouldn't like let it be the thing that holds you back from playing games. Like I know there's specific games that don't work. And also like the streaming stuff I don't really want to port over. Like I know inevitably I will be full Linux on everything. I just like right now I don't really feel like moving everything over. But like I do, like I said, I daily drive Linux. Like I prefer Linux for sure. But I have everything set up on Windows. It's more just like the friction of it that's keeping me from just like full tilt switching to Linux. Only way to get full support for Linux from games is for computers to come pre-installed with Linux on them. Memories aren't going to install a different OS. Yes and no. I feel like people are coming around it because like Linux is getting easier and easier every year. I don't think we're in the year of the Linux desktop, but like I feel like 15 years ago, if you used Linux, you had to like understand computers because it would be like, oh, like your internet driver doesn't work anymore, and you can't like Google your way out of that problem because, as previously mentioned, the driver you use for the internet like beams to come into your computer just stopped working one day, and now like using Linux Mint is like roughly equivalent to just using a MacBook. Like they're basically the same thing. So I do think it's like getting way easier to even use Linux, and I think people will. I don't think start switching over like in droves or anything, but I think it'll just slowly start creeping up on Windows and stuff, especially with like Windows 11 rollout and everything being what it's been. But we'll see. I don't know. Discord has been fine as long as I don't ask it to capture desktop sounds, so the sound, the video part is fine. I have similar issues with like screen capture on Linux, honestly, like just in general. I actually had an issue with work for a while, but you can check out my game now. I don't normally play games, other people's games on stream because I can't moderate it, so I will probably not be playing something unless it's like someone I really trust or something. But yeah, in general, I won't just be playing other people's games on stream because you could put literally anything in there, and then all of a sudden I have to close my stream and delete a VOD. You know, I can't. Have you seen Bazite? What is Bazite? Bazite. Next generation of Linux gaming. The thing is, like, Linux kind of, like, Linux, oh, no, dude, they fell for it. Reading, what am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Am I looking at every fucking Bootstrap website ever? Is that what this is? Does this button make the page scroll? They passed the test, they don't have a button that makes the page scroll. So creative list template set up for icon, lots of effort made with love. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! They had a tiny arrow. You can't click on it. You can't click on the arrow. So they're a little better than normal. Oh no. Oh, we lose. You lose. You lose, Traveler. That it does have a button that makes the page scroll. It's slightly out of the way. What's the next one? Seriously, this is fucking template. That's amazing. I like this page because it's just the bottom. It's like, honestly, this template does look really nice though, so fair enough. Every bootstrap website known to man. It's so good. You're fearlessly secure by defaults. Work with your hardware, not for it. That's pretty cool though. What device is this? Is this like a? Is this not a Steam Deck? Is it? Is that what Steam Decks look like? Use your favorite handheld experience. GNOME. We love GNOME. What your favorite everything? This looks pretty sick on it. I mean, I'm assuming it's just the thing that's like built for gaming specifically. I don't know. It's not to the point yet for me in my personal experience that like it is good enough for me to jump ship to yet. Maybe when Windows 10 degrades. So I know I'm not going to 11. So maybe when Windows 10 degrades to a point where I don't want to use it anymore, it'll be Linux time. But I think up and until that point, I'm just gonna stick to 10. I mean, honestly, I was on Windows 7 up until like single-digit years ago, so that's pretty good. That's good to hear. It's good to hear that like people are working on this kind of stuff. Atomic Fedora version that's specialized for gaming. That's sweet. And like with all these smart people working on it, I bet it is like fairly stable and good. Rant on Unreal Engine. I don't really have anything against Unreal Engine specifically. I haven't actually used it that much, but I know it's there's kind of a meme with the Unreal Engine where it's taking people's graphic cards hostage, which is a whole other rant of why DLSS and frame upscaling, we knew exactly what was going to happen when we invented it, and then the exact thing that we thought was going to happen happened. And now half of what your computer does is make up things to tell where a game object is instead of running the code that it's optimized to run to figure out where that game object is. Instead, it hallucinates the frames in between so that your game looks smooth even though 90% of what you're seeing isn't real. Or whatever. Yeah. Dude. FrameGen is I don't know, man. When people sell it as like thing that breathes life into older cards by letting them like upscale, I'm like, okay. But then like now every game that comes out requires like your game to run at 240p, and then your graphics card spends half of its clock cycles just upgrading something in a fucking AI model that isn't even good at knowing where things are on my fucking screen. I'm not personally a big fan. Yeah. UE is really good if you're basically using all the features. If you're using almost none of them, it's a huge tumor on your game's performance. Yeah, I've heard like, not that Unreal Engine specifically is bad with performance, but like it has a lot of pitfalls for having a very unoptimized game. I'm assuming this is all like open source too. Yeah. Oh, you can sponsor it too. That's cool. Active user, the line goes up. It's the year of the Linux desktop. Remember? Wow, this is kind of popping off, no? Engagement pyramid. I kind of wish I never saw that, but okay. Dang, it's kind of popping off. This looks cool. I like it. Cool project. I kind of want to look into the code a little bit more, but I don't know enough about operating systems to like be able to dig into something like this yet, I think. I'm just a baby when it comes to this kind of stuff, unfortunately. Okay. What are we working on? I think we're done. I need to figure out how to do releasing all of this stuff. I mean, the itch version is easy, but UE is good. You just don't have a good computer. You need a 5090. Every AAA company make unoptimized messes. Yeah, it's annoying. And they're doing it banking on like frame generation to fill in the gaps instead of like doing optimization, because optimization doesn't make money. Selling games makes money, so why would we optimize our game when we can just make more game and sell that? And then if it's really bad, we'll just tank the Reddit hate and then patch it 5 years down the line. There you go. So I'm very smart. Remember GSC Game World saying that they needed to replace a lot of UE5 systems and rewrite them from scratch? I mean, I would believe it. Well, I don't know. The people that make the game engines are like super smart. I think it's Like Godot has similar problems with his physics engine where like you kind of have to understand the quirks of the physics engine to use it properly, but once you understand it, it's actually like really, really good. It's just strange. So I bet a lot of like the unoptimization or optimized stuff from UE comes from like not understanding the intricacies of the engine, and not because I think the people don't understand the engine well, but because like the engine is eclectic. Stalker devs, if someone doesn't know them. Oh, Bazaar had the same thing, huh? Wait, wait. Whole thing that was actually I don't understand. What's this? Oh, I thought you meant like the Bazaar. What is this? Oh, Bazaar on Linux. Oh, this is cool. What? I don't totally understand what this is, but this. What am I looking at? It's neat, but I don't know what this is. New app store for GNOME with a focus on discovering and installing applications and add-ons from Flatpak remotes. I don't know what a Flatpak is. I should probably know what that is, but I don't know what that is. I can translate it into Japanese, though. Maybe that would help. Yep. Okay, it's Fratpaku. Furatopaku. I guess that makes sense. Yep. Do people use a different physics engine than the default in Godot? I think so for some stuff for physics. I know like 2D's fine, but other stuff is like it's just not perfect for everybody. But do you mean types of programs on Linux? App image and Flatpak. Use Ubuntu, so not surprised. I am a little Linux baby. I just use the one that's easy to use. I'm like your signpost for whether or not people can use Linux as like someone with basic computer literacy. See? It could be the year of the Linux desktop. Use Arch, by the way. Oh, we know. Do you know how we know? I love tautological jokes. I owned you right there. How do you know someone uses Arch? How do you know? Say it with me, everyone. How do you know? All right. I think the next thing for me, I'm gonna stop here. I think the next thing for me is like actually starting to make the video. The unfortunate thing is I kind of have to gut this code a little bit to do like the editing. So first we have to write the script, then we have to edit everything. At the same time, I'm gonna tinker with getting the releases out so people can try the game. So I'm probably gonna do the itch release tomorrow, and then I'll start doing the script writing. That sounds pretty reasonable. And then SFX, probably I'm still working on the music, so I'm not super worried about it. We can do like the SFX stuff pretty quickly. But to at least use not to ship with Flatpaks because they have competing Snap app format. Oh, interesting. I thought you were just clowning on me for using like the easiest version of Linux that isn't Linux Mint, but which you would be perfectly justified in doing. Yeah. With all that being said, I think, unfortunately, I am very tired because as I mentioned previously, I did a big hike today and I'm very sleepy. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I think I'm gonna be done, which a bit of a short one, a bit of a bummer, but saving some energy, and then we'll be back tomorrow with more dev stuff, and then tomorrow we're gonna start working on the video for all this, and I'm gonna stream that whole process too because I have no life, and I think this helps motivate me to do that a lot. And then once the video's done, I get to work on a new game, which I'm very excited about. Because that's really what's motivating me right now is I have another idea for a game that I want to work on. And so I need to get through this before I work on that. And also we need to do Silk Song at some point. I think once the video's out, I'm going to play Silk Song for a bit, but we'll see. We're going to go to... Who are we going to go to today? We're going to go to... Astatin? I think? Astatin, something like that. We're going to go over here. I don't have a raid message. I'm too sleepy to come up with one. So we're just gonna go there. I'm not a good broadcaster. Have you ever been so tired that like, you know how normally when you talk, you don't have to like think about the words that are coming next? You ever been so tired that like that process isn't getting enough RAM or something, and like all of a sudden when you're like halfway through a thought, your brain just is kind of like, hey, you need to like finish this in manual mode or whatever. And then I'm like, whoa, like this is supposed to be a separate thread. Like I'm doing stuff with like my hands or I'm coding something. I can't do like the conversation part. That's supposed to be like the subconscious, like the flow part of my brain. Why don't put me in charge of this? I'm not supposed to be here. I feel that happening, and it's like degrading my ability to form cohesive sentences. So I'm gonna go. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Thanks for the raid, by the way, Misaki. All right, bye. Bye, YouTube.